for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you
welcome in to another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here in the building. Y'all, we got a lot to get to this morning. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. First of all, Elite Media has invested into our community. Rather, we're going to talk about that. Very exciting there. By the way, Barack Obama, you remember him? For some people, he is still our president. He's definitely mine. His presidential center will be opening up next year. I have the intel on that. Cannot wait to tell you about that for sure. Then, of course, Rihanna, in case you did not know about Rihanna, she posted a $36 million loss with Savage Fenty, and LVMH may sell their stake. Their 50% stake, but I don't think it's over for Rihanna. We'll talk about that as well. Neutrogena, there's a recall on one of their products. Wait till you hear why. And if you live in one of those 4 states, you definitely need to be going to your bathroom. I was about to say restroom. Go into your bathroom. Some people call it restroom, but either way, go into your beauty. Oh my God, y'all know what I'm trying to say, my Lord Jesus. Go in your beauty closet or wherever you keep all your, hygiene products and everything else. You need to definitely know about this. Ice is getting iced. It's about damn time. Wait till you hear this one. Then Kim Kardashian, she's speaking on her and Kanye West's marriage and some of the effects of it. Wait till you hear it. It's very, very deep. And then finally, What's going on with the Marvins in the Black gospel community? I don't understand that. I said this in my description box. One told them to close the doors. The other one just made fun of a mom and a son, a black mom and a son, for not donating $2,000. Plus, I got something to say as well at the top of the show. So, with that being said, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro, and we got to go on tour. One thing to know and 2 things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But whenever you're starting the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning to Julie Chen Moon. Yes, it is a new morning to Julie Chen Moonves, rather. And to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. First of all, happy belated birthday to Keke Jabbar. I just wanted to say this. First of all, Keke Jabbar has actual, factual, smacktual friends and family that care about her, like Prosperity Thick Girl 40, who gave the actual, factual, smacktual reason why she passed away. She made it to Deadline.com. Also, too, Keke Jabbar's children will have grandchildren one day, just like PBE has a beautiful grandchild. God bless the grandchild, PBE and her family. Also, too, Keke Jabbar had an amazing husband that rode for her, rides for her, and always will be about her. And guess what? Keke didn't have to say how strong her husband was, because she allowed her husband to be her husband. Isn't it interesting how somebody will try to drag somebody for how they talk about their husband when they can't even be picked because nobody wants to pick them to be a wife? Quick story. My uncle and my auntie, they were married a long time. My uncle passed away. God bless his soul. He was a part of the Catholic, for the bishop at my home church. My auntie allowed my uncle to speak on his faith. And whenever she did speak on his faith, it was to touch, agree, and embrace his faith. And far be it for anybody giving an opinion on somebody else's life when your life is nothing but shit. If Marcella wants to speak about her husband's faith, that's her right. Actually, that's actually being a supportive partner in Christ, really. And by the way, Kiki Jabbar was a giver as well. You know, she was a professor, she was a wife, she was a mother, she was a lot of things to a lot of people. This, that, and the third, all around the world. When Tay talks, brown skin girl dropped the mic and Make It Make Sense did a fundraiser for Kiki Jabbar and her family. But yet nobody did a fundraiser for you and your daughter when y'all were homeless. And then, you know, adults have braces. Okay. I'm sure if Kiki Jabbar's children had braces, I'm sure that Kiki Jabbar would have loved them anyway. Isn't it interesting how everything somebody can drag is just isolated bullshit points rather? Now, I say all this to say, Kiki Jabbar has a mother that actually wanted her and not a boy. Kiki Jabbar never uploaded her children crying on YouTube and then complained that somebody else uploaded it. And Kiki Jabbar's children is educated because I believe Kiki and Akbar's son got a full ride scholarship for football. But your child believes that California's in Mexico. Y'all, if you got somebody who is always being a dumbass, and you got somebody who's really moving in lies in real life, but they virtually call themselves seeking truth, and if you got anybody, a lady, a gentleman, teenager, whatever the hell in their role going off about this, that, and the third, but yet their life is shit, just know that they are hyping up the devil that's calling out other devils, but they are not seeing that they're their own devil. And I'll land with this. Kiki Jabbar was never none of the things I just said. For a whole year, I hashtag rest in peace Kiki in every live stream. How you really care about somebody is how you move, not how much you talk about them. And, you know, I just want to bring up one more thing. Just one more thing. Rather, then we're going to get to it. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Caramel Rel, subscriber count, 19,300 subscribers versus Misdiagnosis, 13,100 subscribers. Total view count, 12,029,840 total views versus 823,338 total views. Grand total, a difference of 6,200 subscribers and a difference of 11,206,502 total views. So, I guess the person with braces is bigger than you in subscriber count, in total view count, and a life that you will never reach, achieve, or ever have the chance to live it out. Let's roll on to what we do over here, okay? Let's do it, y'all. Shout out, first of all, to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years, on to the next 25. Yes, indeed, there. All right, here we go, everybody. Elite Media's uplifting $100,000 pitch contest the Harlem-based agency distributed prizes to 5 Black-owned businesses during its inaugural Keep It 100 pitch competition. A milestone moment for Black entrepreneurship, Elite Media transformed its commitment to community support into tangible action by launching the Keep It 100 pitch competition, distributing $100,000 among 5 Black-owned businesses during an event that celebrated innovation and cultural impact. The Harlem-based advertising agency drew from its own funds to create the prize pool, challenging industry peers to follow suit in supporting entrepreneurs who contribute meaningfully to their communities. The competition reached its conclusion October 17th during the One Clubs, where all the Black people conference in New York City. You know what? Let me tell you something. That was great. Where are all the Black people conference? What is this conference about? Where are all the Black people? But you know what though? I'm so glad that they did it like this, because what it did was it forced people to say, well, hell, I'm Black people. I'm right here. It was a call to action. So very well done. Very well done. Very well done. Conference in where all the Black people conference in New York City. Participants gathered to witness presentations from finalists whose businesses representing diverse approaches to solving problems and creating opportunities within Black communities across various industries. The winner takes home top prize. Made emerged as the competition's grand prize winner, securing $50,000 to advance its mission of protecting Black creativity through verification systems. The platform addresses a growing need for authenticity and attribution in creative industries, where cultural appropriation remains a persistent concern. Founder Tommy Johnson accepted the award from Chris Crawford, who serves as both a lead founder and CEO while also participating as a competition judge. The verification system MADE has developed aims to create accountability around creative work originating from Black artists, designers, and innovators by establishing clear attribution pathways. The platform helps ensure creators receive proper recognition and compensation for their contributions to culture and commerce. 4 additional businesses received support. The competition recognized 4 other finalists with $12,500 awards each, providing crucial funding to help scale their operations and expand their impact. These businesses represent distinct sectors while sharing common threads of innovation and community focus. Number one among the finalists was Mechzilla, founder of Craft VC, which is developing alternative approaches to traditional venture capital structures. The system addresses long-standing barriers Black entrepreneurs face when seeking funding from conventional investment sources. Number 2 was Morgan Means, who leads Eventual as CEO and founder. The digital marketplace helps suppliers monetize their inventory more effectively, create efficiencies that benefit businesses operating with limited resources or facing market access challenges. Number 3 was Adam Franklin, creator of Twindy, a sports media platform dedicated to showcasing African and diaspora athletes through cinematic storytelling. The platform fills gaps in mainstream sports coverage while celebrating athletic excellence across broader geographic and cultural contexts. Number 4 was A.O. Abigail, who directs strategy and outreach for Walk Up Same, a brand merging fashion with empowerment through jewelry. The company uses accessories as vehicles for messaging around identity, pride, and community strength. Challenging the industry to add, Elite Media's decision to fund the entire prize pool internally sent a deliberate message to the advertising industry and corporate America broadly. The agency's leadership views the investment as both community support and a challenge to peers who claim commitment to diversity but struggle to translate words into meaningful action. The $100,000 competition represents part of a larger investment to invest upward of $2 million back into the Harlem community that has supported the agency's growth. This geographical focus reflects understanding that sustainable change requires concentrated investment in specific communities rather than dispersed efforts that lack accountability or measurable impact. You know what? That's almost like that. Wait a minute. Did Kiki Jabbar have to be committed to a mental hospital because she couldn't be responsible for her own life? Oh, that's right, because these entrepreneurs were like Kiki Jabbar. Let's roll on, child. Crawford emphasized the need for disruption and action rather than continued reliance on metrics that track diversity without producing substantive change. The competition model offers a template for how businesses can directly support entrepreneurs without waiting for permission or consensus from larger industry structures. Building community through competition beyond financial awards. And hey, to the two people here, welcome and glad to have you here. The event fostered connections among participants who share similar challenges and aspirations. The competitive format created opportunities for entrepreneurs to refine their pitches, receive feedback from experienced judges, and build relationships with peers navigating similar journeys. Crawford noted how the audacity and ambition displayed by all contestants reflected the broader potential within Black entrepreneurial communities rather than positioning finalists against each other in ways that diminish their individual achievements. The competition structure celebrated each participant's vision while recognizing those whose presentations were most effectively communicated their concepts and potential impact. The path forward for winners. As recipients deploy their prize money toward business growth, their progress will demonstrate whether this model of direct investment produces the outcomes elite media visions. The agency's commitment extends beyond initial funding, as ongoing relationships with the winners could provide mentorship, industry connections, and future opportunities that can amplify the competition's immediate financial impact. Well, first of all, congratulations to Elite Media for making it do what it do. I think that is absolutely wonderful. And to be real with y'all, the only way we will ever get better in life is by how we invest in people. You have never heard of an industry growing without investing. You've never heard an industry growing without investment. You have never heard of an industry growing without investing in people. And to be real with you, I think what we have to really understand, recognize, and embrace is that we need each other. Now, not all skin folk are kinfolk. Okay? Each race said, I'm rooting for everybody Black. No, I'm rooting for everybody Black that deserves it. If we don't have standards or requirements as a people, then we will get anything and not get something. When we just accept anything, we will get anything. When we accept anything, we will receive anything. Okay? So congratulations. I'm trying to find Elite Media because I want to give them some shine this morning. Let's see here. Okay, so here is Elite Media right here. This is their IG. We are an independent, Black-owned, woman-led creative agency that is hungry for different and reflects the new general market. So here it is here. And this is Elite Media's IG here. And so there it is there, $50,000. Look at that right there. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Right here, Elite Media NYC. I messed up. I did something as a leader you never want to do. I failed to acknowledge the most valuable player or team member that worked tirelessly to create a successful launch for our Keep It 100 pitch competition. Lamarus one hustled, fought through illness, challenging colleagues and the odds to make sure that a rift turned into a celebration of our community's possibilities. I cringe at LaGloria at the idea of you doing the work, saying front row and your colleague leaving your name out the credits. So if you see this post 100 times and even someone paid boosting behind it, is because I'm chasing the odds. I failed to highlight LaGloria's contributions to great work. LaGloria, keep pushing. Although the blunder was that bad, the effort to impact our community for the better was that good. Thanks to all the Keeping It 100 judges who sacrificed your time to give people a positive experience. Congratulations to Tommy L. Johnson, founder of Made with Black Culture, for winning $50,000. Your ingenuity and creativity to challenge the status quo and provide a platform to economically empower and liberate your people is beyond inspiring, and it is exactly what we need. And a special salute to the other finalists who also took away $12,000. The next generation is full of unusual suspects, entrepreneurial creatives, and unfamiliar names that have their stuff together and are ready to lead the way, even as the industry grapples with economic turmoil and transition. It's time for the industry old heads to make space for some new blood. Our community survival might depend on talent and excellence outside the industry cliques and posse, and that's okay. Let's choose community over clique, empowerment over ego. May the great outgood each other. We have work to do. Congratulations, Chris Crawford, and well done to all of you. My Lord, that is just so impactful, and hopefully, the Keep It 100 competition grows and grows and grows, just like Serena Williams Black Ambition Prize and the many other accelerators and programs and everything in between that are for Black and MIPOC people. So shout out to that. Hey, Jeanette Speaks, good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well with you. Yes, indeed, everybody. And then here is Elite Media's profile here. So they do branded content, event production, platform development, strategy, digital and print creative, cultural context. And here's their experience. They worked with American Family Insurance, Sony Pictures, Boost Mobile, U.S. Army, Jordan, ABG, American Express, Nintendo, CBS, ESPN, Nickelodeon, and the General Insurance. Not too bad. Let's watch this video. Now we hate to brag when we win awards. Go ahead. Very well done. Very well done. Shout out to Elite Media for making it do what it do. I will drop their link in the live chatterization there. That is amazing. Don't you just love our show? You're always learning something. Always over here. Yes, indeed you are. All right, our next story also comes to us, or our next destination rather, also comes to us from MediaTakeout.com. Barack Obama Presidential Center opens in 2026. First of all, congratulations. I was only tensing up because can we have mentally competent people who take responsibility and accountability for what they do working for the Barack Obama Presidential Center? And you might need to do a cognitive test. Just saying, for some, there's some that not only should they not even be on YouTube speaking, but they should never be around greatness because they are tragicness. Moving on, Chicago South Side prepares to welcome a transformative space where history meets activism. Chicago South Side prepares to welcome a transformative space where history meets activism. The spring of 2026 will mark a pivotal moment for Chicago South Side when the Barack Obama Presidential Center finally welcomes its first visitors. Nearly a decade in the making, this ambitious 19-acre campus, far more represents than a traditional presidential library. It's a deliberate reimagining of what these institutions can become in modern America. The nation's first Black president and his wife, Michelle Obama, have worked closely with the Obama Foundation to create something unprecedented, a living, breathing space where historical reflection intersects with contemporary activism. Unlike the quiet archives that typically house presidential papers, this center positions itself as an active participant in shaping the future rather than merely preserving the past. The architect of hope. The sprawling campus emerges from Jackson Park with striking architectural ambition designed by Todd Williams and Billy Tisson. The complex compromises of three main structures: a museum tower, a forum building, and a library. The museum's exterior walls bears words from the former president's speech at the 50th anniversary commemoration of the Selma March, etching the civil rights movement's unfinished business onto the building's very foundation. Recent virtual tours released by the Obama Foundation reveal meticulously planned exhibition spaces that chronicle the Obama administration's 8 years while contextualizing them within America's broader struggle for equality. The galleries avoid hagiography, instead presenting the presidency as a part of ongoing conversation about democracy, justice, and community power. Gardens designed by Michael von Valkenborough weave throughout the property, creating green corridors that connect the buildings while providing contemplative spaces. These aren't merely decorative, they are intentional gathering places meant to spark conversations and foster connections among visitors from vastly different backgrounds. Now, I don't know if this is going to be true or not, but could y'all put a higher ground office inside the presidential center? For those of you who don't know, Higher Ground is Barack Obama's and Michelle Obama's production company. I think y'all should put a Higher Ground office in there, just if people want to, catch a flight, go to Chicago, pitch a show to you. So I'm just saying, Brayley's virtual tour being produced by Higher Ground Productions. I'm just saying, But also that's for all the people in Chicago, because Chicago media is very, very huge. I think Higher Ground, teaming up with Chicago media would be huge. So I'm helping y'all out, okay? Not that they need any help from me, but moving on. Beyond memorabilia, a Center for Action, traditional presidential libraries invite visitors to observe history through glass cases. The Obama Presidential Center flips this smile while exhibitions showcasing significant moments from the administration will certainly appear, from the Affordable Care Act's passage to the photographs that captured intimate White House moments. The facility prioritizes forward-looking programming over nostalgic reflection. The Forum building will host workshops on community organizing, leadership development seminars, and civil engagement training. A state-of-the-art recording studio will allow young people to produce podcasts and digital content. Come on! Yes! Hopefully there's like a TV studio, for the expansion. Just saying, in due time. And, honestly, too, what's funny? I go on loopnet.com sometimes just to look at like properties and stuff. And I believe there's like a movie studio out in LA. Higher Ground Studios. Just keeping it a buck. Also, too, Disney is moving off the Fox lot. Now, I did say that could be for YouTube Studios, but Higher Ground, if you want to, build up at Fox, Studios, just keep it up. But also, too, there's probably space in Atlanta, too, to make Higher Ground Studios. Listen, I'm speaking things into existence, okay? Athletic facilities, including a basketball court and track, acknowledge the role of sports in community building while providing resources often scarce in underserved communities. This programming reflects lessons the Obamas learned both in the White House and during their years as community organizers in Chicago. The center operates on the premise that inspiration without tools for action rings hollow. Let the church say amen on that. Economic promises and community tensions. The center's arrival in Woodland and South Shore neighborhoods that have weathered decades of divestment brings complicated expectations. Projections suggest the facility will generate thousands of jobs and interject hundreds of millions of dollars into the local economy through tourism and related development. Yet these promises have sparked undeniable anxiety about displacement. Longtime residents worry that revitalization will translate to rising property values that push out the very community members the center claims to serve. The Obama Foundation has pledged community benefits agreements and affordable housing protections though activists continue pressing for stronger guarantees. Rather, this tension reflects broader questions about development in historically Black neighborhoods, how to attract investment without triggering gentrification, how to celebrate heritage while accommodating growth. The center's leadership acknowledges these concerns aren't fully resolved, but frames the project as an opportunity to model equitable development. Obama's continuing influence. The former president has remained deeply involved in the center's development, frequently visiting the construction site and weighing in on exhibition content. In recent social media posts, he has shared progress photos while articulating his vision, a place where people don't simply consume history, but leave energized to create it. Listen, that quote right there, this quote right here, you need that for the Obama Presidential Center merch line. A place where people don't consume history, but leave energized to create it. Put that on all your merch. Okay? Just keeping it up. Okay? Just saying. Listen, if you need a social media director, this hands-on approach distinguishes the project from predecessors, while most former presidents maintain distance from their library's daily operations, treating them as repositories managed by the National Archives. The Obamas view their center as an extension of their ongoing work and functions as the headquarters for the Obama Foundation's global initiatives while serving as a physical embodiment of their post-presidency mission. A new model takes shape as opening day approaches. The center's broader significance becomes clear. Breaking from the presidential library model established over decades, it offers a template for how these institutions might evolve. Rather than monuments to individual accomplishment, they can become catalysts for continued civic engagement. Whether this ambitious vision succeeds remains uncertain. Can a museum truly inspire sustained activism? Will economic benefits reach existing residents or primarily attract outsiders? Can any single institution address systematic inequities? These questions won't be answered when the doors open in 2026, but in positioning a presidential center as a participant in ongoing struggles rather than a monument to past victories, the Obamas have created something genuinely experimental. Southside Chicago and the nation watching will soon discover whether that experiment delivers on its transformative promises. So, this is the thing, right? When it comes to the Barack Obama Presidential Center, can a museum truly inspire sustained activism? Well, I'll put it to you like this. Central High School is still standing as a working high school where 9 Black children went into school. So there could be a Barack Obama Presidential Library. There are other cultural institutions that are still here that have been around for a very long time. And when we talk about sustained activism, we're not talking about being on the ground every day. We're talking about the diversification, the accessibility of how we can make a difference. So from that aspect, I fully agree that can happen. Will economic benefits reach existing residents or primarily attract outsiders? Both. Now, here's the thing. The last time that Chicago really had any motion, and this is no disrespect to Chicago, in the world of sports, it was Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. In the world of media, it was Oprah Winfrey. This is going to put Chicago in the political sphere. Media, sports, politics. The 3 big cultural sectors that bring everybody together. Now, it will attract outsiders because, for one, we have a presidential center dedicated to the first Black president and the first Black lady. I really wasn't about to say that, y'all. But what I meant to say was the first African American first lady. That center's dedicated. There's only one of them. So that's going to attract outsiders to infinity and beyond. And may I just say, not from our culture, but from every culture. Right? And I think the existing residents will have a place to fall. Because think about this. There's not too many times in life, right? There's not too many times in life where a person who was born and raised in the same state can make it that big and then come back and leave an impact as big as this. Think about that for a second. So for the existing residents, right, to have a presidential center where he was a community organizer and then brought it back home full circle, that is huge. So all the existing residents that got to see Barack Obama, now you have a place 24/7 where you can have that energy in your life. That's huge. So I believe for the existing residents, for mental health purposes, it's going to elevate everybody's self-esteem. And I also believe that if the existing residents connect to this, then that will make a wave of change in Chicago and Illinois as a whole. Now, of course, you can't have Black elevation of success if you don't make an investment. So I don't believe the Obamas are about gentrification, okay? I really don't. They talked about how they still had student loan debt while they were in the White House. Okay. Jill and Michelle, they, as first ladies, went to say hello to the troops. They didn't send no representative. They sent themselves. The crazy thing to me is, why are we so worried about a presidential center that is doing more of a good impact than the piece of shit bastard and bastardenesses that are in the White House and in Washington right now? Are we really doing this shit? Are we really questioning the substantive impact that is good of this, but not being big mad about the bad impact that's happening in America right now? I know we're not doing this shit. Let me say that one more motherfucking ass time. We are questioning a presidential center that is going to do more economically and socially than what's happening economically and socially in America right now. Are we really doing this motherfucking shit? Y'all are sounding like Abby Phillip on CNN Newsnight, and she can't hold her own on that show as a host. Are y'all really doing this fucking shit? And that's no disrespect to Abby Phillip. She's an amazing person. Resume, top tier, this, that, and the third. Congratulations. But Abby, you need to claim your sake and say, I'm not having this MAGA shit on my show. Either you don't respect the facts or you ain't caught on. You need to have some bite to your ass, Abby Phillip. And I said that shit. Now, that's way different than what Stephen A. Smith did to Jasmine Crockett. If you're going to call somebody out, call them up to be better. But what we're not going to do as a culture is call up the Obamas to be better. And we got a piece of shit bastard that ain't nobody calling out. Let me say it two more times. What we're not going to do is call out the Obamas and call up the Obamas to be better. When we're not calling up and calling out a bastard in the White House. We're not going to call out and call up the Obamas to be better when we got a bastard that nobody's calling out and calling up on their bullshit. The administration and their fucking supporters. That's what the fuck we're not going to do. That's like believing somebody who called somebody a friend on YouTube, where the person that they talked about who has passed is way more popular than that person talking about them. Where they do that shit at? Here's how some of y'all are acting.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days. Where the hell that bitch live at?
We still don't know where that bitch live at, Nene. We still don't know where that bitch live at. But I can tell you this much, though. That bitch is over in her own imagination, right? But the person that she's talking about made a bigger impact than the imagination that she's broadcasting on her channel that nobody gives a fuck about. That's where that bitch live at. And I said, bitch. Bitch! That's wrong. I can't do it. Once again, here are the numbers. Right here. Here are the numbers right here. You know what this represents? Caramel Rail is the Obama Presidential Center. And misdiagnosis is Trump. Caramel Rail is the Obama Presidential Center. Misdiagnosis is Trump. Caramel Rail is the Obama Presidential Center. And misdiagnosis is Trump. That's how some of y'all are acting. Be better. Rolling on. I can't do it. All right, y'all. Here it is, y'all. Another store, another destination for media takeout, y'all. Rollingout.com. Okay. Rihanna's costly fashion gamble with LVMH ends in loss. The superstar's luxury venture reveals high fashion's unforgiving nature. When Rihanna joined forces with LVMH in 2019, the partnership felt like destiny. The Barbados megastar, had already conquered music and beauty, so high fashion seemed like the next logical frontier. Instead, the collaboration became an expensive legacy, leaving the entrepreneur with a staggering $36 million loss. The ready-to-wear label called Fenty, operating under Project Loud France, a nod to her 2010 album Loud, marked a groundbreaking moment. She became the first woman to launch an original brand with the French luxury giant and the first woman of color to helm a LVMH house. Both parties invested heavily, with Rihanna putting in roughly 30 million euros, while LVMH matched that amount. An ambitious entry into luxury. Unlike her wildly successful Fenty beauty line or the popular Savage X Fenty lingerie collection, this venture targeted the ultra premium market. The pricing reflected those lofty ambitions. A padded denim jacket, not a padded denim jacket. Do crazy people deserve luxury? I'm sorry. My bad. I'm so sorry. Let me roll on, y'all. So for nearly $1,000, while a corset shirt dress ran for around $810. These weren't pieces for casual shoppers. They competed directly with established luxury houses. The brand showcased architectural designs and bold aesthetics that bore Rihanna's signature style. Fashion insiders appreciated her hands-on involvement, but admiration didn't translate into the sales needed to sustain such an expensive operation. Building a luxury fashion house requires more than celebrity cachet and creative vision. It demands operational precision and consistent market appetite at eye-watering price points. The pandemic's perfect storm. By 2021, the venture had quietly shuttered. The official explanation emphasized strategic repositioning rather than acknowledging defeat. Rihanna and LVMH released a statement explaining their decision to focus on the growth and long-term development of the Fenty ecosystem, prioritizing cosmetics, skincare, and lingerie. The pandemic provided convenient time before the closure, though the challenges ran deeper. Travel restrictions particularly hampered a designer who insisted on maintaining creative control. Unable to visit the Parisian workshop or oversee Italian manufacturers, Rihanna found herself managing a luxury brand from afar, an approach fundamentally at odds with the haute couture's intimate, detail-driven process. What might have been salvageable under normal circumstances became untenable during lockdowns. Recent financial documents from Denim UK United Kingdom Holdings, the British entity through which she invested, confirmed the damage. The loss sits at approximately $36 million, a substantial hit even for someone whose net worth exceeds $1 billion. Context of $1 billion empire. This setback stands out precisely because it's so rare in Beyond's business journey. Discovered as a teenager in Barbados by producer Evan Rogers, she built a 2-decade career that redefined celebrity entrepreneurship. Her music catalog includes massive hits like Umbrella and We Found Love. By the way, T.I., Live Your Life, okay? That's still a jam today, okay? Let's not get that twisted. Contributing to over 250 million records sold worldwide. Let me say it again. 250 million records sold worldwide. 250 million records sold worldwide. And 9 Grammys. Wait, is that more than Nicki Minaj? All right, Nicki don't have any Grammys. Moving on. But music became the launching pad rather than the destination. Oh my God, why is Nicki Minaj's misdiagnosis his long-lost daughter? Moving on. Fenty Beauty revolutionized cosmetics in 2017 with its unprecedented 40 Shade Foundation range, forcing the entire industry to rethink inclusivity. The brand generated hundreds of millions while reshaping cultural conversations around representation. Savage X Fenty similarly disrupted lingerie by celebrating diverse body types and challenging unconventional beauty standards. Her acting work includes films like Ocean's 8, though entertainment increasingly supports her business ventures rather than define her public identity. She's largely stepped back from releasing music to focus on building her empire, making calculated appearances rather than chasing constant visibility. Understanding the failure. The collapse of Fenty fashion isn't unique. Celebrity clothing lines frequently fail, especially at luxury price points. The sector demands relentless creative output, flawless execution, and patient investors willing to weather years of losses before profitability arrives. LVMH's pockets of expertise couldn't overcome the fundamental challenge of establishing a new luxury house in a saturated market where heritage brands dominated. Rihanna's response demonstrates the pragmatism that built her fortune. Rather than doubling down on a struggling venture, she redirected resources toward proven successes. The $36 million represents a calculated risk within a portfolio, generating substantial ongoing returns. The loss humanizes someone whose cross-industry success had begun seemingly effortless, and confirms what business schools teach. Even brilliant entrepreneurs with unlimited resources can't guarantee success in every market. Rihanna remains one of pop culture's most influential figures. Her setback in fashion unlikely to diminish her cultural impact or business reputation. Sometimes the smartest move is knowing when to walk away. Here's the thing, right? $36 million is not as bad as you think. If I'm an employee, I'd rather work for Rihanna than this. Just keeping it a buck. And honestly, too, here's the thing. Maybe sometimes you have to table things in order to figure out how to go about it again. because Serena Williams has a cosmetics line. She might want to get into the fashion world. Ashley Graham, Tyra Banks, Tabria Majors. There are powerful women that will gladly join Rihanna for a 50% stake. And also, too, we got some black men in the fashion world that know how to throw down, too. So don't think that this is a loss. Because here's the thing, $36 million loss compared to her being a billionaire. She gonna be just fine. Okay? She gonna be just fine. All right, y'all. More Brainley's virtual tour live coming up right from this place, right here and right now. Low Jesus. A lot going on this morning, okay? A lot going on this morning. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Now, this is something that you definitely need to know about. Neutrogena wipes, and by the way, all these stories are coming to us from rollingout.com. Neutrogena wipes are called in 4 states over harmful bacteria. I'm going to say that again. Neutrogena wipes were called in 4 states over harmful bacteria. Neutrogena wipes were called in 4 states over harmful bacteria. FDA issues Class 2 recall warning for makeup remover wipes distributed across Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Let me say that 2 more times, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. If you live in those states, there has been a Class 2 recall warning from the FDA over their makeup remover wipes. Neutrogena's makeup remover wipes have been under or are under a Class 2 recall warning for harmful bacteria. Let's get into it. So here is the makeup remover cleansing towelettes, okay? So just want you guys to know about this because, listen, my audience is male and female, okay? But to all the gentlemen out there, okay, let your daughters know, let your sisters know, let your aunties know, let your nieces know, let your grandmothers know, okay? Let your co-workers know, okay, man? To all the male makeup artists, because there are male makeup artists in the world as well, let them know. To all the female makeup artists, Glam Rocks, I know she's in Florida, so hopefully she'll know about it through this live because we do cover everything else in the culture, unlike others, but that's neither here nor there. Beauty lovers who depend on their trusty makeup wipes for their nightly skincare routine now have reason for concern. The Food and Drug Administration has issued a Class 2 recall for Neutrogena makeup remover wipes after discovering dangerous bacterial contamination that could pose serious health risks. Federal health officials sound the alarm. The recall, which I think this is a link to it. No, okay, never mind. That's just, it says here FDA cinnamon recall to 16 brands. So that's just a link to another recall. Okay. The recall affects consumers across 4 states where the contaminated wipes were distributed. Kenvue Brands LLC, Neutrogena's parent company, voluntarily initiated the recall on September 19th. 2025, following an internal investigation that uncovered the presence of plural Labister Giorgio V bacteria in Pacific Pride batches. Let's look up what this is, y'all, because y'all know we utilize information as a tool over here, okay? So here it is. So this is what it is right here. This is what it is right here, okay? So right here. So this is the overview right here. Pluribacter Georgia V is a gram-negative maltol factually anaerobic rod-shaped bacterium. P. gingivae is of special interest to the cosmetic industry as it displays resistance to parabens, a common antimicrobial what is it called? Antimicrobacterial. There we go. Antimicrobacterial. There we go. Agent adds cosmetics products. So this is what it is here. So right here. So this is what it is. Just so y'all know. Although infections in healthy individuals are rare, P. gingivae can cause severe infections in people with weakened immune systems, chronic illnesses, and those undergoing surgical procedures. The bacterium has been linked to respiratory diseases, urinary tract infections, eye infections, and sepsis. Now, like I said, I'm saying this to inform you. This is not to scare you. This is to inform you. And I don't think we do enough of that in our culture. Okay, so those 4 states, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, those wipes have this bacteria in them. And the bacterium has been linked to respiratory diseases, urinary tract infections, eye infections, and sepsis. Respiratory diseases, urinary tract infections, eye infections, and sepsis. And if you have a weakened immune system, chronic illness, or you're undergoing surgical procedures, this could be dangerous. If you have a weakened immune system, chronic illness, or you're undergoing surgical procedures, this could be dangerous. I'm saying this to inform you, not to scare you. Okay. So the recall was initiated on September 19th, 2025. September 19th, 2025, in specific product batches. This particular strain of bacteria presents unique challenges because of its remarkable resistance to preservatives typically used in personal care products. The FDA's Class 2 classification indicates these wipes could cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health effects, though the probability of serious health consequences remains relatively low. 4 states face product distribution concerns. The recall makeup wipes reach consumers in these 4 locations. Texas, multiple retail destinations received contaminated batches. So when you think of retail, think of Walmart, think of Target, even though black people ain't shopping at Target. And y'all, at this point, y'all, I'm still with y'all on Target. But this is a life or death situation. And so when that happens, fuck everything else. So think of Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, okay? Even some, I believe even some gas stations, because gas stations, they sell like travel sizes of, medicine and stuff like that. Local grocery stores, Myers, right? So think about retail locations, okay, for Texas, South Carolina, distribution across various beauty retailers. So think of Sally's Beauty. Think of your local, hair supply place, right? Try to think if there's any other big chains that are like beauty retailers. But either way, those beauty retailers, that's for South Carolina. In Georgia, consumers across the state purchase potentially harmful wipes. So these wipes were already purchased by people in Georgia. Okay. And then in Florida, widespread availability of recall products throughout the region. So these are available within the region of Florida. Okay. So that's the breakdown. The 4 states of Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Okay. The specific product under the recall is Neutrogena makeup remover ultra soft cleansing towelettes in both 50 count and 25 pack sizes. Specific lot number 1835U6 325A. I will say that 2 more times. 1835U6 325A. 1835U6 325A. That is the lot number for this recall. And it's in the 50 count and the 25 pack sizes. 50 count and 25 pack sizes. Consumers should immediately check their bathroom cabinets. That's what I was trying to say earlier, John. Your beauty cabinet. Thank you, rollitout.com. Because consumers should immediately check their bathroom cabinets and makeup bags for products matching this description. Okay? This is no time to, be, y'all. The reason why I am the way that I am is because I have a village that has invested in me to give a fuck about myself, people, and the world. So when I put 20 on 10, sometimes it's to say what needs to be said against wrong, but sometimes it's about saying what needs to be said to help people too. I mean, did anybody see the movie Inside Out? And every emotion was loved or beloved, rather. Well, loved and beloved, actually. Now, for Inside Out 3, that y'all do need to add passion as a character. Now, Disney Pixar, if you need a voice actor, call me. Okay, that's just a side note. Okay, health risks demand immediate attention. While P. gingival infections remain uncommon, medical experts emphasize the potential severity of complications, particularly for individuals with compromised immune systems. The bacteria has been associated with multiple serious health conditions that require prompt medical attention. Respiratory diseases top the list of concerns, as the bacteria can cause significant breathing difficulties and lung complications. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Respiratory diseases top the list of concerns, as the bacteria can cause significant breathing difficulties and lung complications. Respiratory diseases top the list of concerns, as the bacteria can cause significant breathing difficulties and lung complications. Urinary tract infections represent another major risk, potentially leading to kidney problems if left untreated. Urinary tract infections represent another major risk, potentially leading to kidney problems if left untreated. Urinary tract infections represent another major risk, potentially leading to kidney problems if left untreated. Eye infections from contaminated wipes used around the delicate facial area could result in vision problems or permanent damage. Eye infections from contaminated wipes used around the delicate facial area could result in vision problems or permanent damage. Eye infections from contaminated wipes used around the delicate facial area could result in vision problems or permanent damage. Perhaps most concerning is the bacteria's potential to cause sepsis, a life-threatening condition where the body's response to infection damages its own tissues and organs. Perhaps most concerning is the bacteria's potential cause sepsis, a life-threatening condition where the body's response to infection damages its own tissues and organs. Perhaps most concerning is the bacteria's potential to cause sepsis, a life-threatening condition where the body's response to infection damages its own tissues and organs. Okay. Like I said, this is not to scare you. This is to alert you. All we got is each other. This medical emergency requires immediate hospitalization and intensive treatment. Consumer safety takes priority. Healthcare professionals stress that anyone experiencing unusual symptoms after using these wipes should seek medical attention immediately. Early intervention, significantly improves treatment outcomes and reduces the likelihood of serious complications. The contamination discovery highlights the importance of rigorous quality control measures in personal care manufacturing. Internal company investigations revealed the bacterial presence before widespread health incidents occurred, demonstrating the value of proactive safety monitoring. Immediate action required for product owners. Consumers who purchase the affected wipes, which, by the way, those wipes right here, 50 count 25 pack sizes, specific lot number 1835 U6325A. 1835 U6325A. That's 1835 U6325A. This is what they're saying that you guys should do here. Consumers have purchased the affected wipes in Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida should stop using them immediately and dispose of the products safely. While Kenvue has not released specific return instructions, standard recall protocol typically allows customers to return contaminated products to their original place of purchase for full refunds. Anyone who has already used the recall wipes and experiences symptoms should contact their healthcare provider immediately. Medical professionals can assess potential exposure risk and recommend appropriate monitoring or treatment measures. Industry response and prevention measures. This recall serves as a reminder of the ongoing vigilance required to maintain consumer safety in the beauty industry. Personal care products undergo extensive testing, but bacterial contamination can occur during manufacturing, packaging, or storage processes. Beauty enthusiasts should regularly check FDA recall notices and manufacturer announcements to stay informed about potential safety issues, proper product storage, and attention to expiration dates, and also help minimize contamination risks. Source: Food and Drug Administration recall announcement and Kenvue Brands LLC voluntary recall notice. So that is just to alert you of what's going on. Now, hopefully Mar-Lago does not have any of these wipes. Hopefully they don't. Just saying. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. Okay. All right. Rolling on. From news.com. All right. Here we go. Federal judge rules that ICE agents will be arrested if they detain people without warrants. Let me say that 2 more times here. Federal judge rules that ICE agents will be arrested if they detain people without warrants. Federal judge rules that ICE agents will be arrested if they detain people without warrants. Okay. Here we go. Nationwide, a federal judge in Chicago has issued a powerful ruling that could lead to ICE agents themselves being arrested if they go after people without a warrant. The decision, handed down on October 7th, 2025 by U.S. District Judge Jeffrey L. Cummings, came after evidence showed ICE repeatedly violated federal law. This is considered a rare, strong rebuke against a federal enforcement agency. By holding agents personally accountable, the ruling sends a message that law enforcement officers also must follow the Constitution. Let me say that 2 more times. On October 7th, 2025, by U.S. District Judge Jeffrey L. Cummings, came after evidence showed ICE repeatedly violated federal law. Okay. On October 7th, 2025, by U.S. District Judge Jeffrey L. Cummings, came after evidence showed ICE repeatedly violate federal law. So on that day, October 7th, 2025, was a ruling that could lead to ICE agents themselves being arrested if they go after people without a warrant. A powerful ruling that could lead to ICE agents themselves being arrested if they go after people without a warrant. According to Newsweek, the court will now closely monitor ICE's Midwest operations until at least February 2026. If the agents violate the new rules, they could face contempt of court or even criminal charges, including possible arrest. This means officers themselves can be punished for unlawful actions, not just the agency. Legal experts say this type of accountability is unusual and could reshape how immigration enforcement works in the U.S. The case stems from a 2022 legal agreement requiring ICE to follow strict procedures for warrantless arrests in states like Illinois, Indiana, and Missouri. Judge Cummings found that ICE agents had ignored these rules, often arresting people first and filling out paperwork later. This violated both the agreement and federal law. In some cases, agents carried blank warrant forms to make their arrest look legal after the fact. As a part of the ruling, ICE must now retrain its officers and reissue its national policies on warrantless arrests. The agency is required to submit monthly public reports detailing every arrest made without a warrant. Officers also must document the exact reasons they believe someone might escape before a warrant can be obtained. This creates a paper trail that makes it easier to hold individuals accountable. I'm going to read this 2 more times, because reading is fundamental. In the words of UNICEF, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Okay, here we Go. As a part of the ruling, ICE must now retrain its officers and reissue its national policies on warrantless arrests. The agency is now required to submit monthly public reports detailing every arrest made without a warrant. Officers must also document the exact reasons they believe someone might escape before a warrant could be obtained. This creates a paper trail that makes it easier to hold individuals accountable. As a part of the ruling, ICE must now retrain its officers and reissue its national policies on warrantless arrests. The agency is required to submit monthly public reports detailing every arrest made without a warrant. Officers must also document the exact reasons they believe someone might escape before a warrant could be obtained. This creates a paper trail that makes it easier to hold individuals accountable. Immigrant rights advocates are calling the judge's decision a major victory. They say it proves that ICE agents are not above the law and must answer for their actions just like everyone else. Some legal observers believe this ruling could become a national example for other courts to follow. It also give immigrant communities new legal protections against warrantless raids and arrests. In short, the Chicago ruling has changed the game for ICE enforcement. Agents can no longer act first and justify their actions later without facing consequences. If they ignore the judge's order, they risk being arrested themselves. This marks a turning point in the fight to ensure immigration enforcement stays within the limits of the law. First of all, shout out to this judge right here. Shout out to District Judge Jeffrey L. Cummins. Let me pull up this picture so we can give this brother his credit right here. And he's a black brother. Come on. A black man said, hold up, shorty, hold up, ish. Hold up, shorty, hold up, ish. Hold up, shorty, hold up, ish. Now, I just want to say this. If you're wondering why we have ICE agents being stupid, and you wonder why we have recalls on stuff, we got a president who said that Tylenol is connected to autism, and that circuit schism, is also connected to autism. If you're wondering why we got a bad state in the world of health and a bad state in terms of policy, maybe it's because of who everybody else voted for on November 4th. Just a thought. Just a motherfucking thought. Okay. Shout out to Jeffrey L. Cummings for that. Very well done, good sir. All right, y'all. More Brandon's Virtual Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. From blacknews.com, Kim Kardashian suffers brain aneurysm, blames Kanye West. Kim Kardashian, 44, has revealed a frightening health scare during the season 7 premiere of The Kardashians. The reality star entrepreneur learned she suffered a small brain aneurysm after undergoing what was supposed to be a routine MRI. During the episode, Kim emotionally connected the medical discovery to the intense stress she experienced during and after her highly publicized divorce from rapper and fashion mogul, said no one ever, Kanye West. Moving on. An aneurysm is a bulge or ballooning in a blood vessel in the brain. According to the Mayo Clinic, a ruptured aneurysm can cause internal bleeding, which may quickly become life-threatening. Survivors of ruptured brain aneurysms often face a long road to recovery. And medical data shows that approximately 40% of ruptured brain aneurysms are fatal. While many survivors may experience neurological damage, unruptured aneurysms can sometimes be treated successfully if detected early, but they still carry serious risk. Doctors often cite stress, high blood pressure, and trauma as contributing factors. According to TMZ, Kim shared that she believes the stress surrounding her divorce from Kanye West played a role in her health. The former couple, who were married from 2014 to 2022, share 4 children together: North 12, Saint 9, Chicago 7, and Psalm 6. The relationship began as a highly celebrated love story between 2 global celebrities. Kanye famously declared his love for Kim for years before they began dating in 2012. They married They married in a lavish ceremony in Florence, Italy in 2014 and quickly became one of pop culture's most talked about power couples. However, their marriage was not without challenges. Kanye's increasingly mental public health struggles, including his controversial statements and erratic behavior, placed enormous pressure on their relationship. Kim stood by his side for years, but eventually decided to file for divorce in 2021. She later revealed that what ultimately ended the marriage was Kanye's refusal to seek help for his mental health issues, despite her encouragement and support. I want to show this because I saw this. I didn't think it was the right time to talk about it, but I think it's the right time now. Just want to show this. Now, this was a month ago. This was just a month ago.
Your business and your personal life separate. So go to Taylor Brand.
I would rather be dead, not in jail, because I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
I mean, morally, you just said,
I haven't finished the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. Yes. I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
I want to bring up another clip. And yes, I'm going to bring up that specific clip, and I do not give a fuck what anyone has to say. Because he said it. He said it. He said it. Give me a moment.
In life, there would have been no Kanye. My dad was too busy.
Play that again. One more time. Now, need I remind you, this is the same dumb fuck that relieved himself during a whole cultural meeting for Donda Academy while he was watching Batman. This is the same motherfucker that said, I want to shave your heads and lock you in cages to 2 children. This is the same motherfucker that disrespected his Donda Academy employees. This is the same motherfucker that has Stickica shirt on his Shopify website. The same motherfucker that had a black Triple K hood and did an interview with DJ PD Epidemics, who talked greasy to a 15-year-old. This is the same motherfucker that had mold and mildew inside Donda Academy, that didn't believe in cleaning products. This is the same motherfucker that got his Donda Academy basketball team off of a basketball tourney that NBA superstars had to pick up. This is the same motherfucker that posted where his kids went to school. This is the same motherfucker that gutted a home and just left it. This is the same motherfucker that said, hey, y'all, I need y'all help. The only thing I can get is the United Center. You know what? You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Breaking news. The husband of misdiagnosis is Kanye West. Her daughter is Kim Kardashian, and her son is Ray J. That's her family. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking motherfucking ass news. Child, you mean to tell me Kanye West can have a career, but yet there are some people like myself and others that can't even get to the door to knock on it? You have to be out your ever-loving fucking mind. And just to give context, conjecture, and connection, that was him trying to run for president and talked about how Kim K almost had to Northwest. Let's roll on. Let's roll. Beyond the aneurysm, Kim also revealed during the episode that the stress of the divorce caused her paralysis to flare up, making her physical symptoms worse. She even opened up about experiencing Stockholm syndrome, a psychological coping response in which a person develops emotional bonds with someone who mistreats them or harms them, something Kim says she struggled to process during her marriage. Brain aneurysms can be silent and often go undetected until they rupture, making regular medical checkups crucial. According to the Brain Aneurysm Foundation, estimate 6.5 million people. Damn. I did not know that. That is crazy. Estimate 6.5 million people in the United States have an unruptured brain aneurysm, and approximately 30,000 people suffer a rupture every year. Wow. Whew. And you think about 2020 up to 2025. That's a lot of people. Warning signs may include severe headaches, vision problems, nausea, neck pain, or seizures. Early detection can save lives. For Kim Kardashian, this medical discovery appears to be a wake-up call. Despite the difficulties in her past, she has emphasized focusing on her health, her children, maintaining stability after years of emotional turmoil. Her story also serves as a reminder of how chronic stress can affect physical health, and while addressing both emotional and medical issues is critical for the long-term well-being. And by the way, shout out to news.com.au for releasing this clip. Now, this is a part of a brand new documentary. Okay, so just want to chart that. And I know a lot of people can't stand Kris Jenner, but that was not Kris from the Kardashians. That was Kris Jenner, the song. No mother-in-law. Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. My bad. Let me reread that for y'all. Let me go back here. Right here. Beyond the aneurysm, Kim also revealed during the episode that the stress of the divorce caused her paralysis to flare up, making her physical symptoms worse. She even opened up about experiencing Stockholm syndrome, a psychological coping response in which a person develops emotional bonds with someone who mistreats them or harms them, something Kim says she struggled to process during her marriage. Brain aneurysms can be silent and go undetected until they rupture, making regular medical checkups crucial. According to the Brain Aneurysm Foundation, estimated 6.5 million people. That's 6,500,000 people, everybody, in the United States have a ruptured brain aneurysm, and approximately 30,000 people suffer a rupture each year. Warning signs may include sudden severe headaches, vision problems, nausea, neck pain, or seizures. Early detection can save lives. For Kim Kardashian, this medical discovery appears to be a wake-up call. Despite the difficulties in her past, she has emphasized focusing on her health, her children, and maintaining stability after years of emotional turmoil. Her story also serves as a reminder of how chronic stress can affect physical health, also mental health as well, child, and why addressing both emotional and medical issues is critical for long-term well-being. And like I said, too, I know people
go mine, that's 50%,
Chris, but I want y'all
of what people say.
What did you just say?
I haven't finished the sentence.
It doesn't
and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. Yes. I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect.
That was Kris Jenner, the song. People have been elevating this motherfucking piece of shit bastard that should have been swallowed by his fucking mother Donda. But yet I ask you, would y'all allow any of what Kanye has done, a fifth, quarter, or a half of it, to be in your life? I ask you that. Let's roll on, child. We do have more here from rollingout.com here. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West peep video across the line. The reality star reveals how past relationships continue to shape her romantic life and the unexpected price of public scrutiny. In a candid conversation that has reignited discussions about celebrity relationships and boundaries, Kim Kardashian addressed the lingering impact of her former marriage on her ability to perform romantically. During her appearance on the Call Her Day podcast, October 15th episode, the 44-year-old media mogul did not hold back when discussing how her ex-husband Kanye West has affected her dating trajectory. The music video that crossed the line. I remember this. Skims founder specifically addressed Kanye's 2022 music video for Easy, which featured disturbing imagery targeting Pete Davidson, the Saturday Night Live comedian she dated briefly. Host Alex Cooper referred to what she called the Pete music video, prompting Kardashian to express feelings that she had been processing for some time. So for those of you who don't know, sorry, y'all. Let me read that again. Sorry, y'all. Right here from rollout.com, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West Pete video crossed the line. The reality star reveals how past relationship continues to shape her romantic life and the unexpected price of public scrutiny. In a candid conversation that has reignited discussions about celebrity relationships and boundaries, Kim Kardashian addressed the lingering impact of her former marriage on her ability to move forward romantically. During her appearance on the Call Her Day podcast, October 15th episode, the 44-year-old mogul did not hold back when discussing how her ex-husband Kanye West has affected her dating trajectory. The music video that crossed the line, the Skims founder specifically addressed Kanye West's 2022 music video for Easy, which featured disturbing imagery targeting Pete Davidson, the Saturday Night Live comedian she dated briefly. Host Alice Cooper referred to what she called the Pete music video, prompted Kardashian to express feelings she had clearly been processing for some time. So this was in claymation. For everybody who doesn't know, Robot Chicken is known for claymation. But anyway, basically it was Pete Davidson in the ground in claymation. Now, if you know about Breaking Bad, if you know about Power, or any drama series, even the Mafia, right? Gangs. What do they do when they put somebody in the ground? Exactly. Let's roll on. The visual content depicted a claymation version of Davidson being kidnapped and buried alive by the rapper. I'm just saying what I'm reading here. But yet there will be people who still defend Kanye West. But let the people who defend Kanye West get kidnapped and get buried alive. Let's see if they have the same opinion of Kanye West. Moving on. Kardashian described her emotional response to witnessing this public spectacle unfold while she was dating Davidson from October 2021 to August 2022. That situation made me feel really sad. Kardashian acknowledged during the podcast the situation struck her as fundamentally unjust towards someone who had entered her life during a vulnerable period. She characterized Davidson as a great man who maintained composure despite the circumstances, telling her not to worry that everything will be fine, or at least presenting that facade. a protective wall goes up. The reality television star explained how these experiences have fundamentally altered her approach to romance. She admitted that potential partners have expressed reluctance about dealing with her ex-husband's unpredictable behavior, leading some promising connection to dissolve before they fully developed. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Because a real one who knows who they are, and who knows resources. Hey, Kim, I'm going to be right back. Where are you going? I'm going to be right back. Here's the plan. Do not leave this fucking house. And they would took care of Kanye a long time ago. And what I mean by that, before anybody gets to assuming shit, is rolling up and whooping his fucking ass on sight. So hard. You know how that track, Through the Wire, there won't be enough wires so he could get out of that shit. The right one is going to take care of Kanye, because Kanye is going to go way too far. And he's going to make a check that his ass can't cash. Mark my words. The greatest weapon and tool of anybody's rise or demise is how they move and how they live. Only a matter of time, child. Kardashian describes scenarios where she would grow close with someone only to have them express hesitation about navigating the complications of her previous marriage might bring. On knowledge and the frustration this pattern has caused, she maintained an optimistic perspective that the right person will not be deterred by these challenges. The current state of affairs, despite past turbulence, Kardashian suggested that the situation has evolved into what she now considers a non-issue. She expressed belief that Kanye would probably not repeat similar behavior. Kim. A snake is a snake. The only way you know they're poisonous is not by the size of it, but the colors of it. Kanye ain't changing his colors. He's not. No. Oh my Lord Jesus! Though she qualified that assessment with acknowledgement that certainty remains elusive. The former couple, married in 2014 and finalized their divorce in 2022 after Kardashian filed the previous year. They continue to co-parent 4 children: North 12, St. 9, Chicago 7, Psalm 6. Kardashian also revealed that she handles the majority of the child rearing responsibility, saying that their father has not been in contact with the children for several months. Well, you know what? Cut off his rights forever then. If you ain't giving a fuck, why should I? And before anybody say, well, kids need their father, y'all go ahead and go over and eat Milagro Graham's cooch. As long as he is a good father, fuck the baby mama and screw the child. If you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do, there's consequences for that shit. But the gag is some of that is happening to y'all in real life, and y'all ain't putting up a fight, but yet y'all expect Kim K to put up a fight with this piece of shit bastard that should have been swallowed by his fucking mother, Donda. What is wrong with y'all? She emphasized her commitment to fostering a healthy relationship between the children and their father while also protecting them when necessary, describing the dynamic as occurring in waves and phases. Davidson's response to public harassment during their relationship. Davidson faced public targeting from Kanye that extended beyond the easy video, the brand nickname for the comedian, and included these provocative messages in his artistic output. Davidson addressed these experiences through his comedy, including performances during weekend update segments on Saturday Night Live and at the Netflix Film Festival. Moving forward with caution, Kardashian's reflections illuminate the complex intersection of public life, personal relationships, and the challenge of establishing boundaries when past connections refuse to fade quietly into memory. Her willingness to discuss these difficulties openly provides insight into the unique pressures faced by those navigating romance in the public eye. As she continues balancing her roles as a businesswoman, mother, and public figure, Kardashian appears determined not to let past complications permanently dictate her future possibilities. She acknowledged that while she sometimes considers avoiding romantic entanglements altogether to protect her potential partners from scrutiny, she recognizes this approach would mean sacrificing her own chance of happiness. And I do hope that Kim K finds the right one. I really do. Now, speaking of somebody who is doing way too much, what is Marvin Sapp and Marvin Winans? What is going on with y'all Marvins, okay? This comes to us from blacknews.com. Pastor publicly humiliates black mama and her son for not donating $2,000 to his church. Pastor Marvin Winans of Perfecting Church in Detroit, Michigan is facing backlash after a viral video showed him correcting a member during a fundraising service for giving less than the requested $2,000 donation. The moment reignited online debates about church donations and leadership. According to Atlanta Black Star, the clip came from the church's Day of Giving event, where Winans invited members to step forward with a sacrificial seed of $1,000 plus $1,000. Many congregants donate $2,000 or more, reading short messages about faith and unity. But when one woman offered $1,235, the exchange quickly turned awkward. As she spoke, Williams interrupted her and said, "That's only $1,200." When she explained she would give the remaining $800 later, he responded, "That ain't why I asked you to do." The moment, which was later edited out of the church's live stream, spread fast across social media. Social media users criticized the pastor's tone, questioning the purpose of the fundraiser. "Just say $2,000 then," one person commented, while another person said, "I would took my money back so fast, never set foot in that church. And never set foot in that building again." Others linked the incident to ongoing concerns about mega church culture and financial accountability. Many point to Perfecting Church's unfinished building on Woodward Avenue, a massive project that started in 2004 but stalled after the 2008 recession. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Child, are you oh my God. Will you mean to tell me that for 21 years? You gotta be joking me. 21 years of an unfinished building? I can't. Let's get back to this damn story. Photos of the How Bill site resurfaced online with users asking what happened to years of collected donations. Supporters of Winans defended him, saying the clip was taken out of context, but that he simply reinforced the importance of faith-based giving. Some argue that critics misunderstood his message about sacrificing unity. People of faith don't function based on fear of what might happen. Well, I mean, I know God gave us, not a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. But fear is an emotion. What? Oh, Lord. Okay, child. One supporter posted, "This is one pastor at one church. This is not the attitude of so many pastors. That's such a tired cliche." According to recent reports, construction on the long-delayed church resumed after a 2023 settlement with the city. The updated design includes a 164,800 square foot sanctuary expected to be completed by spring of 2025. Child, first of all, you don't know what people have as their last. You really don't. Number two, don't you have friends like Marvin Sapp who told people to close the doors? Could he donate? And number three, God, Jesus, God's son, rode his ass in on a donkey. And used what he had. For 21 years, it was an unfinished building. Now they said that, it was a settlement. So let's do this. Still 19 years. 19 damn years of an unfinished building. Right here, sorry, y'all. 19 years of an unfinished building. And you mean to tell me that you're going to get onto a woman for not donating $2,000? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I can't do it. I can't do it. Jesus. By the way, y'all, shout out to Karen Morrell. In case you guys do not know, there's this new crime that's going on where somebody will throw a cell phone on your car. This is no joke. Go over Karen Morrell's channel to see it, okay? Because it's very, very important information. They will throw a cell phone on top of your car with a tracking device to kidnap, to kidnap, to steal your car, to raid your place, to rob you. Child, just be careful. And also, too, here's our positive news story here. Now this is crazy right here. I just want y'all to see this. Y'all know Love and Hip Hop is a huge franchise. And as y'all know, Love and Hip Hop was on VH1, right? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta moved to MTV. Well, guess what? Love and Hip Hop Miami is coming to BET. No joke. So here it is here, y'all. Here we go. Ciao.
Welcome to Miami, where the music is loud, the secrets louder.
You were tricked the whole time.
What's hidden, exposed.
Alan was paid to be a baby daddy.
What's up, you mother suckers?
What's love, complicated.
Mike may have another girl pregnant.
What?
You can turn up the bass, but you can't mute the drama.
If you're gonna come for me, I'm gonna come for you.
What up, Bucky?
What's up?
What up?
Security, take the peasant.
Love and Hip Hop Miami, new season, Tuesday, November 4th at 8 on BET.
Child, you're wondering, how is this a positive news story? I will say this. At least we can be better than this. Amen. But just in case y'all did not know. Y'all, I'm going to turn on my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Y'all, what a show this morning. What a show this morning, child. Well, like I said, this has been such a show this morning. I have to tell you. First of all, to Elite Media, shout out to y'all for investing over $100,000 into Black and MIPOC businesses helping us. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all for that. That's a blessing right there for sure. And we definitely need more platforms like Elite Media making it do what it do. The Barack Obama Community Center, not Community Center, child. The Barack Obama. I said that with so much confidence, but it is going to have a forum center, right? So that could be a community center. Either way, the Barack Obama Presidential Center is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for it. Hopefully, we will make that a live television event, something that actually is worth broadcasting on television, okay, and streaming and everything else. In addition to that, Rihanna, yeah, she got a $36 million loss, but it ain't over for Rihanna. Y'all need to quit that shit, okay? Neutrogena, those wipes in the 50 count and 25 count, okay? Get your wipes, throw them the fuck away. If you need those links, right? I put the links to every destination in my description box below, okay? So the link to that story is in the description box below. Please protect each other because all we have is each other. Amen. That ICE order that came down, thank God. Now I need every other court across the country to do that same thing to ICE, so that way ICE knows you don't run shit around here except your own existence. Okay. Kim Kardashian, praying for her, sending light, love, and support to her. And I know people feel the way that they feel, but no woman, regardless of color, background, whatever, should ever deal with somebody like Kanye West. Can we at least agree on that? And then the Marvins, could y'all get y'all act together in the church house? Because good damn, do you see what's happening out here economically and socially out here? Listen, you better be lucky anybody got anything to give at this point. And then Love and Hip Hop Miami coming to BET. Child, BET, can y'all be better? Good damn. I just, child, anyway. And like I said, happy belated birthday to Kiki Jabbar. And by the way, y'all, if somebody is talking about somebody else, check the numbers, because usually they end up being a motherfucking ass liar. Okay, let's just get that straight too. One love, much love, all love to each and every single one of you. I feel the love, and I send it right back to y'all. Have a great one. I tried to look for On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, the new episode, and looks like it has not really come out just yet. Let me see here. Because y'all know it comes on Tuesdays at 10/9 Central, and then Fridays at 8/7 Central. I think there was an episode for Tuesday, but it hasn't come out yet. Yep, no new episode as of yet. So I'll be back on at 6 o'clock with something. But anyway, one love, much love, all love. I feel love and send it right back to you. There is the beautiful Felicia Rashad there. Much love, everybody. Peace.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, An aisle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
know. Let them know. Let them the fuck know over here. Let them know. Let them know. Actually, hang on 1 second. Because we'll make time for this real quick shit. It's going to be real quick. Don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. Give me a moment. Let me share this tab right fucking here. 875,222 views 3,270 subscribers. Content on content over here. Content on content over here. Content on content over here.
Child, Brandon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
much love to you, Jonelle Speaks. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all a little bit later on tonight. Bye.